Cooper Kupp, one of the NFL's brightest stars, was set to bounce back in 2024 after a string of injuries. But after just 2 weeks, the Rams are once again facing a tough reality. Could this latest setback signal the end of Kupp's time in Los Angeles? Today, we break down what his future holds and how his massive $29.8 million cap hit could force the Rams to make a difficult decision. Stay tuned as we dive into what might be the final chapter of Kupp's journey with the Rams. The 2024 season was significant for Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp. After achieving the Triple Crown and being named Super Bowl MVP in 2021, Kupp faced injury challenges, landing on injured reserve in both the 2022 and 2023 seasons. With the latest news from Monday, it appears Kupp is likely to be placed on injured reserve for a third consecutive year. It wasn't just an important season for the Rams, wide receiver due to the team's desire to build on their strong finish in 2023. For Kupp specifically, it was crucial to demonstrate that he could remain healthy. He had a healthy offseason, and reports from training camp indicated that he was back to his old form. However, Kupp's return was short-lived as he suffered an ankle injury in Week 2 against the Arizona Cardinals and is now expected to miss significant time. The frustrating part of Kupp's injury is that the Rams appeared to have a plan to manage his workload going into the season. But with Puka Nacua's injury against the Lions, that plan seemed to fall apart. Kupp had 21 targets in Week 1 and was already up to 6 before exiting the game against the Cardinals, becoming a central part of the offense instead of playing a more complementary role. Kupp's recent injury will likely prompt a difficult discussion about his future, one that no one wants to have. Consider a few factors. Kupp is carrying a cap hit of $29.78 million this year, and in 2025. This makes him the second highest paid wide receiver in 2024, just behind Tyreek Hill, and the fifth highest paid receiver for the following year. Since winning the Triple Crown in 2021, Kupp has struggled with recurring injuries. If he misses the next 4 games, he will have played in only 23 of the last 38 possible games. And it could be argued that he wasn't fully healthy for half of those. It's difficult to fault the Rams for paying Kupp as much as they did at the time, given he was coming off one of the greatest seasons ever by a wide receiver. Unfortunately, injuries have plagued Kupp throughout his career, continuing even after signing that contract. At the moment, Kupp's production isn't aligning with his hefty price tag. The Rams have an option to exit his contract after this season. They could trade him and save $12.5 million, or designate him as a post-June first cut to save $15 million. It's important to note that the Rams had the opportunity to restructure Kupp's contract this offseason to create cap space, but they chose not to, keeping their cap situation flexible. While it's not necessarily that they foresaw this situation, they did leave themselves some protection in case it happened. At the end of the day, the NFL is a business, and while it's difficult to imagine the Rams without Kupp, that scenario is becoming more likely. This season was crucial for Kupp to prove he could stay healthy and perform at a high level, but after just 2 weeks, he's heading to injured reserve. In the NFL, availability is often considered the best ability, and Kupp hasn't had that over the last 3 years. It's possible Kupp could restructure his contract, similar to Joe Noteboom, who took an $8.25 million pay cut to reduce his cap hit from $20 million to $11.6 million. This could become a consideration in the future. What's certain is that the Rams cannot continue paying Kupp his current salary, and any return would have to be on the team's terms. It's rare for a player or agent to willingly accept a pay cut. Kupp could still collect the guaranteed money owed to him by the Rams while earning a salary from another team if traded. Before the season began, I mentioned that if Kupp had another injury-plagued year, the Rams would inevitably need to discuss moving on from him. Now, we've reached that point. Kupp is over 30, and after 3 ankle injuries, his potential isn't what it once was. As talented as he is, justifying his $29.8 million cap hit is becoming increasingly difficult. No one expected the Rams to trade Jalen Ramsey or Brandon Cooks when they did to free up cap space. Similarly, when Todd Gurley's knee injury made him no longer worth his contract, the team didn't hesitate to cut him. It feels like Kupp is approaching a similar situation. Heading into 2024, Kupp needed to stay healthy and avoid any injuries. While things looked promising at the start of the season, all signs now point to Kupp being placed on injured reserve again. It's not the outcome anyone hoped for, but this latest injury may have sealed his fate in Los Angeles. With another $29.8 million cap hit looming in 2025, the Rams may have no choice but to move on from their star receiver. Thanks for watching.